Hey, hello. Let's do something with light, shall we? Too much light, not enough light. Can you see me? I've just popped on to say hi and catch up with everybody. Hi Sue, pleased to see you. I was just sitting here quietly. Hi Ali, hello darling. A few of you might know I was in there. I had my wisdom tooth out yesterday. You might be looking a little bit puffy. If you can notice, a bit puffy. Hi Karen. Hi Kaz. Hello. I just wanted to pop on and say hi. Shall I take my glasses off? I'm a bit fluffy. I'm a little bit. Hi Hannah. I know it's not Saturday, and I missed you all on Saturday. I was off gallivanting in Glastonbury with the Karen Wills, and we went to see a band called Touch the Earth, which was exciting. And then we stayed overnight in a beautiful B&B called the Daisy Centre. And then the next day we went up the Tor and to the Chalice Well and had lots of fun. And you've probably seen lots of photographs that I've been tagged in. So yesterday was Monday. I had an eye test. Get my new prescription for my glasses because I'm going blind. I'm just going to shut the door. I really need to get some artwork on the walls here, don't I? It's very, very pale. Look, I've got a picture. I'll just hold him like that. There you go. I've got a picture. He can stand behind me. But unfortunately, he's not in the right place. So. Not too pretty. So how are you guys? What's going on? Tell me. How's your Wednesday? What's happening? Just thought I'd jump on and say hi to people. Don't you mind me? Yeah, tell me where you're at. What's going on? I'm going to pull a few cards. Have you all joined my Hidden Pathways Oracle Circle yet? If not, please send me your joining request. It's a group on Facebook where I pull a card every day and we have a little chat and let us know how things are going. Cards are available for those of you that don't know. They're up and ready to go. There is a link floating around. If you go to my website, I'll just quickly put the link in here. www.robertaleesmart.com. Look at that. Look on products and services and you'll see my Oracle cards and you can grab them for yourself. Hiya Naya, hiya Izzy, hiya everybody. What's happening? What's happening in your world? Let me know. What are you up to right this minute? Where have I found you? Thank you, Naya. It's a bit purple. I've got purple stuff going on. It's not so sparkly. Look at it. It needs a cut. It is a mushroom, as my daughter would call it. She's mommy rocking the mushroom at the moment. You're tidying up, Naya. There's always tidying up to do. I'm recovering from having my wisdom tooth out. It is possible that I'm going to talk complete gibberish because it has been pointed out to me by my family that even though in here I think I'm fine, I am still reeling with anaesthetic from yesterday. So not entirely sure what's coming out, so be warned. Karen said I took Sheila out for a drive in the countryside for a coffee, then a visit to the supermarket because shopping on crutches. Bless her, yeah, she had a fall, didn't she? I hope she's okay. And you're such a love for taking care of her. And how are you, Karen? Are you all right? Teddy's here. Hey, Teddy, you haven't joined one of my lives before. Hello, gorgeous. Do say hi. Let me know you're there. Mwah to you. Thank you. Oh, really? Zoe. Hi, you gorgeous. Oh, my word, new people. Zoe, look, and Teddy, my Oracle cards. I've made them myself. Lucy's here. Hi, Lucy. I'm going to pull you some cards now. Yes, Karen's still giving people lists. Well, we talked about that, didn't we? But does anyone ever listen to me? I'm only a life coach. I don't know what I'm talking about. How's everyone else? Stick some comments in for me. Let me know how you're doing. If you want card, quickly say yes in the comments. I'll pull some cards for you. Because I am feeling the need to connect with my people. You see my cards? Look, there's the backs. The back of the card. With this lovely little guru guy sitting under his tree. Okay, Naya, you're first. You get in there quick. You're first. Hi, Chloe. Say hello to me. Say hello to me. I'm seeing people are joining and you're being quiet. Hi, Zoe. How gorgeous to see you. For those of you that don't know, Zoe is a friend of my son's. I think that's okay to say. They were at school together. I was a governor. Oh, my washing machine zooming in the background. Do apologise. I was a school governor. I spent loads of time at school. And Kelsey's year group was fantastic. And Zoe's one of those. And she's gorgeous. Love you. What are you up to, Zoe? What are you doing these days? Do tell me. Are you universitying or jobbing, or what are you doing? Kaz is here, and Kaz says, love your oracle cards. I'd love to have my art made into cards. It's very exciting, I have to say. Okay, right, we've got lots of yeses. I'm going to quickly write your names down because you know what will happen. Hannah said yes. Izzy said yes. Teddy said yes. You haven't done that in over 30 years. Teddy Penny, what have you been up to? Teddy's gorge. We love Teddy. Hi, Claire. Hi, beautiful. Zoe said, I work full-time at Art Lunch on Bath Road. Loving it. Art Lunch. Never heard of it. What's this? What is it? What is Art Lunch? Is this restaurant? A cafe? What are you doing? And Zoe, you get a card too. You ever had reading off me before, Zoe? I don't think you have you? What are the rest of you doing? What's Claire Shales doing today? What is Kaz Martin doing today? What's Teddy Penny doing today? Teddy's been hiding under a rock. She creeps out every now and again, puts very funny things on her Facebook thread, and then sneaks away again to go back under her rock. Ha ha ha. Okay, Naya, this is yours. Get the permission card, Naya. I'm trying to get the right place. There it is. There we go. Permission. Where are you waiting for permission? Just to let you know, people, how I do this. I pull one of my cards and then I link in with you and I give you my interpretation. So if you buy a set of your own cards, you obviously get different interpretations. Okay, just saying. These words aren't out of the book. They're off my head. Is that too loud? I haven't got a door. I'm really sorry. I hope that's not too loud for you. I'll try and enunciate to the camera. So Naya, where are you waiting for permission before you step forward? Where are you holding back? Where have you been going? I really want to go in that direction, but I'm going to wait. Are you waiting for an invitation? Are you waiting to see if someone else does it first? Are you checking with your upline or your mentor? Are you not sure that you're allowed to do it that way because no one else does it that way? This is what I'm feeling at the moment, that there's lots of pulls for you to go forward, but part of you is saying, I think I need to wait. I need to check. I need to make sure it's okay first. Where's that happening? It's in business. Okay. Is it authentic? Is it necessary? Do you actually need to wait for permission, or are you just holding back? That's the kind of the rhetorical question I'm giving you. Obviously, you don't have to tell me the answer, but just check in. I'm so sorry about that noise. Spin cycle. I didn't realize when I started this that the machine's on spin cycle. Real life, people. Real life in Facebook land. So does that make sense, Naya? Is it real? Is it valid? Just check in with yourself. If you really need to. Okay, Kaz. Lovely. Thanks, darling. I'll see you again. No, I don't. I want to move forward. No, I don't want to move forward. Okay. And that's the question I need to ask you. Where you're waiting for permission, is it the fact that you're kind of holding back? Or is it genuinely you need to wait for permission? And if so, you know, you need to process with that. But it was this sense of checking in, whether it's real or whether it's not real. Mm-hmm. That's as much as I'm getting. I'm sorry, that noise is really distracting. didn't plan it very well, did I? You're holding back. Okay. So it's not, you don't really need to ask for permission. You can see the difference, how you think you're waiting for someone else to give you the go-ahead, when I'm here and I'm saying you have the green light now. You have the green light to do it your way, to try it your way. And you know what? If it doesn't work, doesn't get the result you're looking for, you have the right to try again. That's okay too. So I'll give that to all of you. Okay, that's Naya. I'll try not to go on for too long. If you've got any questions afterwards, I'll write down the card you had, permission. If I go too quickly and you have questions afterwards, please just PM me. Just knock me a PM and we'll have a chat about it, okay? Hannah, this is yours. Hannah, you get the giving card. I'm sure you've had this one before. Giving. Oh, this is interesting. This is about sharing your knowledge. This is about the fact that you have a secret knowledge, a depth of knowledge, an ancient wisdom, maybe something passed down from generations, that you are in a position to share with others. I don't know, it feels like maybe like a grandma's recipe, or the way we used to do things in the old days, and a sort of a sense of it in your heart and in your soul, you know, a thing, and someone's coming to you, or it's obvious that somebody in front of you needs this knowledge. I'm feeling it's someone that's younger and less experienced, maybe a young mum, someone who would really benefit from you giving them your kind of mentorship, taking them under your wing and giving them a little of your time and attention, to build up their confidence, because they doubt themselves so much. And you have within you a real sense, it's quiet, it's gone. You have a real sense of a deep knowledge, a tradition, and a deep way of helping this other person and guiding them forwards. And if that makes sense to you at all, that's what this giving card is saying to me right now for you, Hannah. That you're in a position to give some inner wisdom and advice to someone who sorely needs it. It's not about you telling them what to do. It's about them literally going, I don't know what to do. And you going, well, I could show you this and I could help you with this. It's very gentle and it's very loving. I hope that was meaningful for you, Hannah. Let me know in the comments. Hi, Wanda. Wanda's popped on. So giving. You can see this is the anesthetic. I'm a little bit slower than normal. Okay, Izzy. Teddy said, I'm going for a job interview today. Oh, you, Ted, what are you going to be doing? Tell me, let me know what you're up to. Oh, you're still here. Russell's popped in. Now, Russell pops in, says hello, and then pops out again. And, well, he pops in and pops out. Say hello. Just say hi. You're a bugger. You boys, you pop in, you peep, and then you run away again. Hi, Izzy, this is for you. Izzy, it's the please card. I'm going to try and get the... Come on. Maybe it's because there's a lack of light. It's very difficult to get the vision. Oh, Teddy says she's working in a farm cafe. That sounds fun. I like that. That sounds good. Would you enjoy that? Would that be something fun for you to do? Okay, Izzy, you've got the please card. You're all about the vision. You've got the intention. Are you still bringing in the cooperation? You're looking for more people in the team. You're looking for more people to help make things happen. Or maybe you're wobbling. Are you being caught up in shiny object syndrome, Izzy? Are you losing your one true vision and gaining many visions? Not a problem. Just to observe, just to notice. Yeah, Teddy, that's where you got your interview. Yeah, I get that. That sounds like fun. Good luck. I hope you enjoy it. So Izzy, the vision, it feels like it's splintering into many visions, which is okay. It's great. You've still got the intention. You've got your overall intention, which is still intact. suppose you're being reminded to always keep coming back to the centre, keep coming back to the centre. After you squirrel off into different areas with lots of different projects, which you always will do, you are a multi-potentialite. You have to do lots of different things at the same time. You have to embrace your art. You have to embrace your creativity. I think this is coming up mainly because you tend to then get distracted, lose confidence, and lose sight with how to get back to centre again. Okay, I want you back sitting. Really? Yeah, I can't do it backwards here. I want you sitting here. So yes, you have a vision, and you share your vision with others. This is how I want things to be. This is my intention of how it's going to happen. I am still looking for people to support me and sharing the prayer so that many people can have their prayers answered by this one vision. Is, he said, sort of gaining many visions and still have the same focus and drive, but I'm struggling in one area. Okay, what's that? What's the one area? Because that's what I'm feeling here. I'm like, this is tick, this is tick, this is tick, but there's something that's niggling at you and it distracts you, and then you lose confidence in the whole because of the one area being not where you want it to be. Okay, I'll leave it with you. You get the gist. Feel free to chat. I see. Yes, that makes sense. Okay, so you had, please. Yes. Okay, enough said. I will move on if you don't mind. I'm going to do Teddy's now. You can PM me if you need to. Teddy bear. The remorse card. Now, Teddy, you haven't had one of my cards before, and this looks like a really sad one. It's not a really sad one. This is a little bit like the Three of Swords in the tarot. It's very much about understanding that where there has been discomfort, where there has been a pain or something upsetting, frustrating, thing is broken, it hasn't worked the way you wanted it to. And I know, you've had a life, darling. I understand. No details necessary. I'm looking at your image on your picture here, which says it all really, doesn't it, sweetheart? But from that grows the new roots, the new shoots, the new seeds. From that understanding of the darkness comes that real sign of light and the ability to share light. I mean, it's amazing. I know you know the dark corners, but you do nothing but shine light for other people. It's quite ridiculous. You're such a shining star to those of us outside that don't see into your dark corners. I know they're there, but you don't share those with us. You share your sparkly bits, and they're beautiful. And it's not about hiding, it's about choosing who you want to be. So for you, Teddy, the remorse card is giving yourself a break and allowing yourself to soothe where you need to be soothed, and be really proud of all that you've achieved and really proud of what you've managed to come through and what you've managed to achieve. And there's a real sense of potential and possibility coming forward for you right now that wouldn't be there if you hadn't been through what you've been through. That's just it. Oh, bless your heart. Teddy said, you're a young man who grew up with my daughter, was like another one of my children, and he passed away this week. That is really sad. So this is how you're feeling. And the seed is it's what he's left, isn't it? It's the life he's lived and the impact he's made, and the fact that you knew him at all, and all the stories that you've shared, and all the love that was shared within you, that will live on. That will always be there. It will always have happened. But the broken heart is definitely a symbol, isn't it, of how you feel, because you can't not. You can't not be shattered when these things happen. But to be appreciated, to be loved that way, to have had him. And this is the thing, when it hurts so much when we lose some, it means that they really meant a lot to us and that we were blessed to have them in the first place. It's a beautiful pain. I mean, grief is awful, it's the worst, but it's a beautiful pain. It shows how much love was there. And I do give you my condolences, my sweetheart, that you're feeling that right now and that your family are dealing with that. Yeah, I see. Is that the situation? I understand. Hence the picture. I'm so sorry. I don't know anyone whose life isn't touched by that situation. You know, I don't know anyone that my own children, I mean, they're 16 and 19 and they've known it. We lost a teacher. My daughter was 7. My son was 11. And we walked into school one day to find out he wasn't there. And that was why. And, you know, regardless of the private story behind it, it was just the most devastating thing. And the family that lived just at the back of me here, the young man was 16. No, probably 17. And 17. I've known all through primary school. These decisions are made, and we can only love that they were here at all and never forget the love that they brought into our lives and not dwell on the sadness they felt, because, you know, at the end of the day, that is a choice. It's open to all of us. We all have the choice to be here or not be here, and we have to respect that choice. And it's hard and it's painful, but I still ultimately have to say I respect anyone's choice to make a decision about their own life. I have to. Their life isn't about me. It's about them. And having been, as I'm sure a lot of us here have been, in the position where we could have made that decision, I would like to think that I would still be respected if I made that decision. But I didn't, and I'm here. And I feel really blessed for that. Hi, Lydia. Really blessed and really lucky. And I'm so glad that I've got all you guys, you know, that we can share this space. And I hope you feel held, Teddy. Could I ask everyone who's here just to thank you? Could you just share a little love for Teddy? Because that's a really painful thing that she shared with us, and she hasn't been here before. And, you know, to come and bring your heart and to feel your sorrow. Could we just have some love for Teddy, please? Because this is what my group like to do. We will share the love. Hearts, people. Share those hearts. Okay. Hi, Lydia. Oh, bless you, Teddy. Big kisses for you. Mwah. Lids, are you still there? Can I have some hearts, please, for Teddy? Who else is still here? Press your heart button. Give my girl some love. Come on. Give my girl some love. There you go. Thank you very much. That's better. Okay, Zoe. Are you still there, Zoe? Let me know. Let me know if you're still here, because there are 5 people still on. Who's still watching? Who's still here? Because I know you lot. You come on and you sneak off again. I've got 5 of you. So this is for Zoe. This is your card, my darling. Oh, you get the permission card as well. Okay, interesting. There are more cards in the deck, but you get the permission card too. So Zoe, you get a different interpretation. You need to know that you can say no. You can give your permission. You are in a position where people should be asking if it's okay with you. It's not all about you needing to ask others for permission. That you're in a position where people should be respecting you enough to say, do you mind? Do you mind if I do this? I feel like I want to draw a line, and I want you to have the ability, Zoe, to be able to say yes or no. And if it's not appropriate, I want you to know that you can withdraw your permission. You don't have to give it. It isn't implied. Until you have got to a position where everyone knows exactly who you are and where you are, people don't take you for granted. Lydia, I've popped you on the list. Does that make sense, Zoe? Is someone been kind of pushing the boundaries a little bit here and taking for granted that you will, I don't know, lend them your stuff or let them into your space, or maybe, you know, get a little bit too friendly? I just feel there's a line that needs to be pressed here, and someone's in a position around you where actually I'd like them to step back and go, do you mind? Can I please? Would that be okay? And to give you that little bit of space to be able to go, well, not right now. It's not what I need right now. It's not what I want right now. I'm just feeling a little bit that someone's taken for granted and someone's stepping over the line a little bit. And I want to give you the encouragement that you can expect people to ask for permission. You're not public property. Does that make sense? Or am I barking completely up the wrong tree? Because, you know, it has been known. I do sometimes choose the wrong trees to bark up. So what do you think, Zoe? Are you there? What do you think of that one? This picture, by the way, it's a bit of a strange one, but this is the little girl asking for permission to build a tent on the tree. And her mum obviously said yes, and she was given permission to build her tent. But, you know, permission is something which is asked for. It's not implied. You don't get it. You have to ask for it. And I really feel at the moment, Zoe, that I want you to say you can deny your permission. You want to be in a position where people ask if it's okay. All right? Bit of a strange one. Hope you know what that means. Okay. Okay, yes, that makes a lot of sense then, Zoe. So the fact that I've just given you that reading right now would suggest to me, because of what happened in the past, part of you has a little belief in your head that it's not worth saying, no one cares, no one's going to listen to me anyway. And it makes it difficult for you to trust people. It makes you difficult to be around certain people. So you tend to either put walls around or, I hope this isn't much too personal, but I feel like you might just like have a lot to drink, take a beer, to take the edge off so that you don't worry about it. So either get a little bit too, wow, what the hell, or completely close off. I want to give you the gift of that card just to say you are safe, and you're strong, and you can walk through life with a safe boundary around you and a sense of, I am happy to meet you and you are able to approach me. I'm approachable, I am friendly. But you will ask before you step closer. You will ask. You will not assume that I'm available. And the most important thing is not so much about how other people act, it's what you believe more than anything else. Now, I won't go on and on and on. I hope you get the gist. I'm giving you some real strength and a gift to say that you are allowed to assume safety and to assume that people will respect you. When you carry that power, it ripples out. If you want to have a chat about that quietly, just give me a PM. We can have a little natter, okay? If you want to go over anything that happened before, can do some clearing on it, a bit of energy clearing. I'm up for that, okay? It is something that, if it's not cleared, will, as you know already, it sticks around, okay? I have some people on the call right now who will understand exactly where you've been, and they're a lot older than you, Zoe, and they're still dealing with the remnants of situations, okay? So all I can say is you're in a position and in a wonderful world where people, I'm not bigging myself up, but you're in a world where people like me work to help people like you get rid of that kind of crap. You don't have to live with it for 30 or 40 years. Unfortunately, those of us who are a bit older than you didn't have that advantage when we were younger, and it's taken this long to get here to be in a place where we can do healing work around it. So if you do want anything like that, be happy, just reach out to me, okay, sweetheart? Don't worry. And it's all totally confidential. It goes without saying, no one gets to hear anything that we have conversations about, and this is all confidential. We're I know it's on my Facebook, but we don't have to go into any details with anything you don't want to do. All right? Goes for any of you. That's why I'm here. That's why I do my shizzle. Okay, Lydia. Lydia. What have you got, my darling? You got the sorry card. Okay, now this is interesting. This feels old, Lydia. This feels like an old, funny what Zoe's just been talking about, stuff in the past coming forward. That's what this feels like. It's old shizzle sitting in the back of your head. I don't even really need to say too much about it. I'm sure you can figure it out, can't you? Let's move on to release. Let's move straight to this one, release. The deep breathing. I'm getting you burn a candle, burn some incense, do some deep breathing. write it out on a piece of paper, whatever's just come up this minute as you've looked at that card and you've had that memory flash up into your head. Scribble it down on a piece of paper, not in a notebook. We don't want to keep this. Light the incense, light a candle, and then safely, either outside or in the sink, go and burn what you write and do a final release, because it's remnants, it's last bits, it's literally last bits of shittiness from stuff. That makes sense. I think I don't even want to go into too many details, Lydia, but I think you understand why this card has come up. It almost feels like the amount of pokes that were there, that all the bruises and the pokes and the pokes and the pokes are finally ready to heal. And it's this last little bit, and almost magically, you light the incense and clean the air, you light your candle, put your intention in it, write down the pokes, write down what it is that you're feeling. Then you burn that, and it's literally almost like putting a salve on that bruise, and immediately it releases and goes away. Okay, a little bit of inner work. Okay, that makes sense. Right, just check the comments. Monica's joined us. Hi, Monica. Pleased to meet you. And Zoe said, thanks. You just give me a message, darling. Just PM me, and we can set up a session on Skype or face-to-face, whatever works for you. We can do some shizzle. Get you shifted. All right? Happy to help. My babe. Okay, how's that, Lydia? Without going into all the details, do you get the gist? Does that make sense for you? You know what to do. That's the sorry card. Anybody else? Anybody else here who fancies having a card read? What's going on? Let's see. Am I making sense? Because, you know, I had my general yesterday. I had a general anesthetic yesterday. I had my wisdom tooth out up here. And, a bit puffy. But I'm still a little bit spacey. Okay, Lydia said that made sense. That's good. You didn't need the details. You knew exactly what that was about. That's fantastic. So you do that little ritual this evening. It's going to clear the cobwebs away. Fantastic. Yeah, I think so too. So if there's anyone else that would like a card that hasn't asked for one, please feel free to share this video with your own people. I'd love more people to see me. And a quick reminder, the cards are available to purchase on my website. What I'm doing is taking orders up front now, and as soon as I receive 20 orders, I then press go for a print run, and I'll be getting a print run of 50 boxes of cards. But I want 20 orders in the bag first, sort of ready and paid for, and then they're going to go out. As soon as they come to me, they'll be shipped out, and I'll be left then with 30 that will be sold in other ways. But you are, you know, there is only going to be 50, and they are all going to be sold out by the end of December. So if you do want a set of these cards, they're based on the 7-word system, and they're an amazing tool for communicating with yourself, your higher self, kind of getting a little nudge from that part of you that you don't always listen to. So he says, sounds like a good ritual. You can do it too if you want to, Zoe. Yeah, it is a great ritual. It's about whatever memory has come. Right, Wanda, I caught you. I will do you in just 1 second. That's fantastic. Zoe, whatever was coming up then when I showed you the card, it takes a bit of bravery, which is why I say do the incense first. Or if you haven't got incense, I don't know, maybe spray yourself with some nice perfume. Find some way of scenting your environment. Use some oils, whatever you've got, to bring yourself to a safe space. Lighting the candle, just the intention is that you're then putting your focus into one place, allowing that memory that's just come up, that rather discomforting memory to come up, and to write down, always on a piece of paper, they're not in a book. Just rip out a piece of paper. Don't be, don't have to be pretty about it, but getting it out. So this is it can be sweary, it can be scribbly, it can be very irreverent, it can be really shitty, crappy, yucky. Okay, it's really dumpy. How you see it, how you feel it, how you remember it. No censorship, no being polite, no minding your manners, none of that. It is just literally what you're remembering and how you're feeling more than anything else, because the what happened isn't relevant. You have to write out what happened. That doesn't matter really. What happened doesn't matter. How you feel about it is what matters. So you get to write that down, and you get to write, I'm still pissed off, and I'm still scared, or I'm still angry, or I'm still can't do such and such. You get to write that all down, and then going outside or into the sink, you use that candle, burn it, and see it fire away, because you have transmuted all those feelings. You've released them onto the page and then released them into the fire. You can then bring in some really good deep breaths, some really good cleansing, bringing it back down breaths, bit of a shake out. Then after you've done it, bit of music, have a bit of a wiggle, shake it out, get it out of your body. So you really are processing from a very focused, intense feeling, a focus to get it out. You're writing it down, you're getting all grrr. Do some breathing, do a burning, and then big deep breaths, really cleaning, and then really shaking it out. So a bit of Taylor Swift might be good there, a bit of heavy rock, whatever works for you to get that out of your body. Stamping the feet, shaking it out, shaking the head, getting it out, because we don't want that shit living in there. A memory is a memory, a thought's a thought, but we don't need to hold crappy, shitty thoughts, okay? Gone. We can do this magic because we as witches, we are amazing. All of you guys who are here with me, you're all my witches, and you're beautiful. Okay, Wanda, just to let everybody know, because it's important, Wanda helped me with these cards. She's fantastic. She helped me get from my little drawings to putting them in places and spaces and colors and printing and doing things on computers that just are beyond me. If it wasn't for this lady, these would not be in my hands right now, and I can't wait to send you a box. Just waiting for those orders to come in. As soon as I've got them, your box will be winging its way to you, my darling. Hi, Ruth. Nice to see you. Okay, Wanda. Wanda, the attention card, which for those of you who are paying attention is the image that I've used on the back. Okay, you see that? Very clever. Right. Are you being scattered, madam? Are you being scattered in all directions? Are you in and out and up and down and left and right? Because this really feels to me that your energy is everywhere. And I really want to pull your attention and your focus, laser beam your focus in to the one thing which is crying out for your attention and wants to run. I've got something that's getting legs. One part of your project is growing legs and it wants to run, but it needs you to give it laser beam focus first. And it's kind of going, me, look at me, look at me, look at me. But you keep kind of going, yeah, I'll be back to you in a minute, nipping off and doing something else, getting a little bit distracted. Yes, I'll be with you in a minute. This is what I'm feeling. Yes, I'll be with you in a minute. And then you're going off and you kind of keep getting distracted. And I really want to pull your attention into the center and to something which has got legs. That's the phrase that keeps coming to me. This has got legs. So is it one of your publishing projects? Is it a work project? There's something which is waiting to go. There's a need for it. There's a market for it. It's Christmas. It's the right time. If you just get the promotion out there, people will buy. I feel like now is the perfect time for this one part of your project, and it will, if you can laser focus in on it, you will see some amazing results. Okay, what do you think? Does that make sense to you, Wanda? If you're not getting much chance to do this at the moment, to sit with your own self and to be of yourself, I feel like you're reacting a lot. You're getting a lot of dealing with stuff from the outside and getting pulled left, right and centre. And I really think that you need now just to, again, pull yourself back centre. I seem to feel like I'm a breath advocate at the minute. Take deep breaths, bring yourself to calm. Find that one thing. Feels seasonal, feels topical. It's something you've already done that just needs a little bit more attention to push it forward, and it will grow legs, which is going to sell, it's going to grow, it's going to produce, it's going to move forward for you. Does that make sense? Okay. Let me write that one down. So that was Wanda. You had attention. How are we doing out there? Ruth said she'd like one. Let me know what you think, Wanda. Mrs. Distractor-Face. There's so many amazing things. That's the trouble, Wanda. There's so many. All my multi-potentialite friends. How many of you are multi-potentialites? How many of you out there find it hard to stick to just one thing? And you've got lots and lots of things that you love to do and that are equally important. Give us a shout in the comments if you are a multi-potentialite, if you kind of get caught up in all the things and want to play all the games. Lydia says it makes sense to me. Well, Lydia, you're kind of pretty good that even though if you're multi-potentialite, everything comes out the paintbrush in the end. So as long as you've got a paintbrush in your hand, if in doubt, paint it out. Oh, there's a workshop. If in doubt, paint it out. I want you to teach people how to paint your angels. I want to know how to do it. I want to have you live on a video painting with me on my canvas and then follow you and see what you do, because holy wow, the paintings are so amazing. All right, Ruth, this is yours. Oh, it's there. It's the bottom one. Let's get some light on it. Valuing. Okay, if I pull it back, I'm trying to get it so you can see it because it's a bit. You see that? Valuing. Looking at what you value, not giving time and energy to things which are of no importance to you. Feels like a similar message coming for a lot of you, doesn't it? Paying attention to what will reap the most reward. And it doesn't matter what other people say, what you value most. If you value silence, be silent. If you value giving and gifting, be generous. If you value charity, give it all away. If you value abundance, make a million. You know, literally, I feel I'm being called to tell you you've got to do what you value and know what your values are. And if you don't know, this is something to kind of try and figure is, if you were given a small choice between, you know, X and Y, X and Y, X and Y, and slowly narrow it down until your core value comes to the surface, what would it be? What would the core value for you be? What underpins who you are and what you do and why you do what you do? And therefore, when you move forward, everything has to be in keeping with that value. For instance, if you were a rabid socialist, you're not going to join the Conservative Party. If you're all about charity, you're not going to go work for a city bank. However, if you were a raging capitalist that believes in profit at all costs, you would never work for a charity or volunteer your time. And there's nothing right or wrong with any of those decisions. They're all based upon personal values, and they're yours. Value systems are massively important, and it's where we clash with other people a lot. It's where we can really come a cropper in a way with our relationships, because our values don't always match. But it's up to us to honour our own values and honour those of others and agree to disagree, and not demand that everybody feels the same way that we do. Very often that's why we fall out with people. It's why we have difficulties, because there are issues around our values. Okay, I'm quickly looking at the comments here. So I was talking to Ruth, wasn't I? No, was I talking to? I was talking to. I'm getting very confused now. You lot are all responding, and I'm not sure who to. Makes sense to me. Me. Is this the focusing, the attention thing? Yeah. Ah, right. Okay. Yes, I asked you who's a multi-potentialite. Yeah. Naya said me. Izzy said she's laughing her head off. Yeah. Okay. Ruth said yes. Wanda said so many rabbit trails. Lydia said eek. And Ruth said yes, thank you very much. Okay. So this is the trouble. I ask a question, I ask you to answer it, I chat off a while, I come back and think, well, what are you talking about? Why are you all saying me? I forgot. It's anesthetic brain. Be patient with me. This is why I can't drive. This is why I'm sitting here doing this, because I'm not allowed to leave the house. I can't drive for another 24 hours, stuck in the house. So I thought I'd come and play with you guys. Okay, I hope that made sense, Ruth. So we have lots of multi-potentialites. Okay, are we approaching, I'm going to go shortly because it's been for 45 minutes, but are we approaching the winter with upliftment and enjoyment and excitement, or are we dreading it? Are we going yay or nay for the silly season? How are we feeling about the onslaught which is about to thrash us of jingle bells and trees and sparkles and the endless list, or the potentially endless list and chaos of the season? Personally, I ain't buying it. I never do. Bit of a humbug. As you said, dreading winter with the zoo. Yeah, that must be really tough actually, yes, because it's mud and it's cold and it's extra feed and you are high there up on those hills. Ruth said, yes, I get caught up in pleasing others, so my values can get lost. Okay, I'm just like I advise the others to do the little ritual about releasing. I'd love you to do a little ritual on values. So have a little think to yourself. And if you can start by writing down things that irritate you or frustrate you or things that are bothering you, because they're sometimes the easiest things to feel, Ruth. So if you're feeling overwhelmed, write overwhelmed. If I'm feeling taken for granted, write taken for granted, yeah? If you think that no one respects me, write that down. So any little niggly feeling you can get that comes bubbling up, write those down first, get them all out. So it may sound a bit like you're having a whinge, but it's okay, just a little list, or a little whingy list, and you can decorate it, my whingy list, it's all good. But when you look at that whingy list, the opposite will show you where your values are. So I'm taken for granted, flip that over, then one of your key values is respect. Yeah, no one listens to me. You flip that over, being heard. Okay, they're simple things, but you start with the whingy list of how you feel that things are not fair, not right. And then you flip over what good would look like, what the opposite would look like. And you're looking at those, and that can kind of give you a real good clue as to what you really value. You know, if I'm always knackered and I'm always busy and I'm running around after everybody else and I never have 5 minutes, pretty much I flip that on its head, and it means I want peace and quiet and time to myself. And one of my values is privacy. One of my values is relaxation. And I know this because I feel uncomfortable if I'm running around and I've got too much to do and I've got too many appointments. So by feeding into our discomfort, which is almost the remorse card that Teddy had earlier on, by feeding into our discomforts and then actually writing them down and being aware of what they are that we don't like, we can then start to narrow down, flip, and discover where we hold a really strong sense of values. From there, we can build a new boundary. And from there, we can start to express ourselves differently so that others treat us the way we want to be treated. And we start to rejig the spiral so it goes upwards. And we are gaining and benefiting and growing. This is one of the wonders of this 7 words system. It allows you to find out where you are right now, what the weakness is, what the frustration might be, and then allows you to start making a plan from that place and moving outwards. So it doesn't start at one end and move through to the other. It starts where you are and then pulls in almost like a spider's web. Do you need to clarify your vision? Do you need to clarify your boundaries? Is it time to release your boundaries and give a little? Is it time to celebrate what you've achieved? Have you forgotten what you've learned? You know, it gives you the opportunity to check in with yourself wherever you are and recenter so that you're feeling the best you can possibly do. This is my coaching strategy. This is my healing strategy, and this is what we use the cards for. And this is why these are so flexible. They're not just like angel cards that just say, oh, I'll be happy today. Today is a day of happiness. No. It's much more than that. Today's a day of saying yes and embracing where you are. Today is a day of boundaries and remembering what your boundaries are. And I can't get the colours. So the words are specifically designed to meet you where you are. Okay, I think with that, we've been on for 50 minutes. I'm ready for a little nap. And it's been lovely spending some time with you. So thank you so much for popping on, all of you. Please like and share this video on your own pages. I'd really appreciate that. I would like more and more people to know that I'm here. If we have had a chat today and you want to know more, please feel free to give me a PM and we can set up a time to have a conversation. Please let your friends know about the cards. Again, I'm looking to get 20 orders in the box so I can press go on my print run, and I really appreciate it. So please get your orders in soon and share them with your friends. Let people know they're going to make a wonderful Christmas present. And I can't wait to speak to you all again. It's been wonderful. Lots of love. Thank you for sharing. Love you all very much. And I'll see you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.